Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So I don't know if this is like I'm gonna just do a dream journal because it's an update and it pertains to something I posted for Ramadan, but this is day 25 of Ramadan. We have 5 more days to go. Or is it day 24? I don't even know. I don't even know what day it is right now because literally it's a lot happening and a lot going on. I think it's day 24. But either way, we have 5 more days to go. I do know that for a fact because I just saw it. But anyway, so dream journaling. The past couple mornings, I have been waking up around 3-4 o'clock in the morning, which me waking up at that time is not, alarming. It's just, it happens like that. But the thing is, I've been actually going back to sleep, being able to go back to sleep at that time. And recently, it's been a thing about me dreaming about this person over and over again. And last night, I dreamt about this person. Well, it wasn't last night. It was after I got up. And I went and ate breakfast before it was time to break my fast. Before it was time to start my fast. And I came back, laid down, went to sleep. And I literally had a whole dream about this person where I was so deep in my sleep, even when I tried to wake up, it was almost like I could feel like I was going through layers. Like this person is behind several layers of doors in my brain. And I don't know how this person got there so deep, but it was weird to me because it felt like I was closing the doors behind me as I was waking up. And that's how deep of a sleep I was in. And I don't understand what's happening to me right now because literally it is like, for some reason, the same person. And for one, I never met this person before in my life, so I don't even understand why this person is like heavily in my energy or in my spirit or anywhere remotely close to anything that I am feeling. So the other day I had a dream that I lived with that person and somebody else, but the other person I knew though, in one house, which was throwing me off because I'm like, why are both of y'all here? So that was weird, and it was a little too friendly for it to be, anything other than, hey, we just friends. It was weird. But anyway, and I didn't even get a bad feeling behind that. So apparently in my dreams, I must be some type of, naughty girl or something. It didn't do that. It wasn't that, but it was, like I said, we was a little too friendly. Like we was just chilling. Like that was weird. Never did that before in my life ever with nobody. So why am I dreaming that? Secondly, the night before that, I dreamt that me and the person that I don't know lived in a house together. And again, I don't know why this person now is being this is 3 consecutive mornings in a row that I fall asleep and now this person. And I don't even know why I'm not remembering my dreams that I'm having while I'm asleep the whole night. It's like the dreams that I'm having when I take the nap in between it's early morning and time to really get up are the ones that are sticking out to me more. But the one from this morning was weird because literally, like I said, I was in such a deep sleep that I felt like I was hiding that person deep, deep, deep in my brain. So it's almost like, or I don't know, like if I don't know. It was weird because I felt the doors closing as I was trying to wake up. So as I'm coming out of my sleep, I'm closing the doors like, let me tuck you way in there. Like, what the fuck? So, astaghfirullah. I'm trying to stop cussing. That ain't going too well though, but it's actually it is, because I used to cuss a lot more. So now it's a little bit, but it's still very fluent. Either way. So, but this time it was like a whole the minute I went to sleep, I had to have been dreaming about this person the whole entire time. And I really honestly don't want to go into details about like the whole entire thing, but it's like I got a whole life with this person and I'm confused. Because in real life, again, I don't know this person. And I mean, I can see them. I mean, I could actually go and touch them at some point in time if I felt like it, but yeah, that's a no. But it's like a thing because, like I said, the past 3 nights, this person has been manifesting himself in my dream. And I just don't understand. So I need somebody to explain to me, why am I dreaming about this man every time I go to sleep? Like, what is happening? Why is that happening? I've been so much focused on so much more, but it's almost like, again, I have a whole life with this person the minute I go to bed. How and why? Because I think that's weird. And it wasn't happening, but now all of a sudden it's happening. And I done had a couple dreams about this person. I even had a sex dream about this person before, so definitely. But this is beginning to be too much. On another note, I'm actually kind of glad I can kind of remember my dreams because I've been trying to clear some stuff out of my head and out of my energy, and that's getting a whole lot better. So I mean, I guess it's working, but one thing is, you know what I'm always saying, one thing begat the other. So cleaning and clearing out, you know, my brain space, apparently I'm getting a little bit more relaxed, and as I'm relaxing, it's some stuff that's in there that, like, why? Okay, why are you doing that? But and how? And I don't know but about y'all, but I swear it's almost like your dream state, like, that's always magical, but it's just starting to be like to the point that however relaxed I am when I go to sleep, I really want to be that relaxed in real life. Because it's almost like whatever you would manifest in the reality of, it's just that would be so much better. Because, you know, during the day it's stress and it's trauma and it's people, you know, trying to invade your space. And that's why I keep saying that when my son is done with school, I feel like I just want to go off and be free to the world, like, and just disappear from people. And it's like a gypsy. Because I think I'm connected to so many, like, people and ethnicities and cultures, and I just want to go and live with all of them and experience them. And so that's my plan. And yeah, so designing a life where you're just free to the world. So everything is online anyway. So definitely a thing. I never really even considered, like, because even that's like even being in trucking, like I could have already did that. I don't even know why I just didn't get the notion to, like, okay, so wherever I go is wherever I go. I always thought that, you know, because of the fact that my son was home, so I had to, you know, make sure that I came home. But no matter which way God puts it, whether or not I still am in trucking or whether or not I manifest and design a life that is home based and working online, either way I could just go. And it's not like I'm tied to anybody or stuck to anything to where it just says, like, okay, well, you have to stationarily be here. No, I don't have that. I don't have that. I'm done with that life. So I can't wait, and I'm very, very excited about trying to figure that part out. Like, how does it work? So whether it be planes, trains, or automobiles, or if I'm in my big truck, or however, if I'm in my little truck, and or, it's still a big truck because I drive a Dodge, so of course, whether or not it be in there, or whether or not it be in, because I love campers, I really want a camper, whether or not it be in there, or however, like, I feel like I want to be a time traveler, like, literally. And I'm only saying it that way because, sometimes you cross into different time zones. So basically, yeah, I want to be a time traveler. I want to travel around and explore and learn and be a part of. And so that's why am I not dreaming about that? Like, why am I not dreaming of gypsies and my foreign lands? And, well, actually I did, but the person was there and I don't get it. Like, I don't understand. But either way, so I'm not gonna lie, I actually did. I dreamt that there was lots of travel, but this person was there. But this is something that I'm manifesting, like, for myself, not for with the person. And I might meet a person along the way. I doubt that it's gonna be that person, but I'm, okay. And I still don't get how they keep manifesting themselves in my dream. But really, in the life that I had with this person, we actually had a house. And it wasn't a small one either. It was fucking massive. And the thing is, also, I don't even know why you need that size of house for 2 people, but for some reason, it was just like, that's the size house we wanted. That's the size house we had. And when it was, most of the time it was us, but it was almost like we were doing like spiritual stuff anyway. So it would be like people probably coming to stay, and because the person I am in real life, I guess you would consider it to be a compound. That's what people would consider it to be, because it would be like everything that I like to do spiritually, I would bring close to me. So, and it would be a place for, like, I don't know if I want to call them drifters, but people who are, not like hobos or bums. These are like very spiritual people. So, I guess people would consider all of us hobos or bums, even if we got stuff. But those type of people, like, everybody has a skill and everybody comes together, and we are doing like projects. We're doing like, yoga, painting, creative stuff, planting, farming, spiritual healing, like spiritual retreats. We would host them, those types of things. So I don't know, let me not say too much, because even these people always be stealing stuff. Like, they try to stay doing something, and your land is always going to be barren because it wasn't meant for you. So yeah, bitch, y'all people be annoying me. It's almost like people will hear you discuss something and don't even be in their spirit, but then meanwhile, because they want to steal somebody else's energy or fucking legacy or life, they start trying to manifest the same thing you're doing. It's not going to work. You can do it, you can definitely do it, but it's probably totally not going to work out for you, and it's going to cost you more for you to keep trying to meddle and be nosy into somebody else's life and trying to keep doing what somebody else wants. And who does that? It's weird. Like, y'all people are weird to me. I don't get it. Like, that really is disturbing, because I have never in my life known that people will listen to you online and then try to create what you said. Like, that's some weird, like, bitch, get your own plan and play. So I don't understand that either, but that's really disgusting energy. But they come off spiritual, though. Don't get it messed up. But it's fake. It's stolen. I don't understand. But anyway, because what's for you will always be for you. What's for me will always be for me. So, and I'm glad that I could be looked at as, someone to look up to and admire and to, but can you please get your own ideas? Like, stop trying to steal from me, please. Like, I don't get it. And it'd be the famous people for me, because like, y'all just be really watching little people and little channels and little, like, and then really creating their stuff, and then wondering why it be barren, wonder why it don't be blessed, because it wasn't your idea and you stole. So yeah, that's weird, but okay. Either way, I don't even know why I got sidetracked on that, because literally it'd be a thing. Like, I'd be discussing stuff, and then all of a sudden it'd be certain people that just, and I don't like how fake it be, because yeah, I know you listen to me and I know that's where it came from. God know it too. So that's the other thing. I don't understand why people don't realize God be seeing you, God be watching you, God be watching you still. Like, especially if you're in a position to help a person, and then still all you do is take and steal from that person, then what if God actually showed you that person for you to help that person, but not for you to try to take from that person? And he lets you do it for a little while, but up until now, karma slams you in your face because he watched you do that little slick stuff. That's the part I don't get. When you see something, it don't mean that it's for you. So I don't understand that part. I don't understand where people get that from. But, everybody does the same exact things, but they, don't realize that some things are just not meant for you to do. Some things are just, God puts people in your life for you to either help them or for y'all to grow, in some form or fashion or some type of way. But for people just to, like, I don't know, I didn't get that, because that was a lesson over the past year or two that I didn't understand. Like, what the fuck? I never in a million years would have guessed or would have thought. But my bad for being naive, and it's not, because that's just the energy I'm going to always give, because I would wish to see the best from people and out of people. It's not my fault that y'all don't know how to do it, though. So that's something that's between you and God, not my fault, not my monkeys, not my zoo. But either way, but travel, meeting the people, blessing the world, blessing the universe, the whole world with your energy, and just your feet being able to touch certain places. Like, I done been out of the country, and I just checked my passport. My passport is definitely expired, so I gotta send that in, and I'm planning on doing that shortly, because I need that. I didn't even realize it expired. Actually, it just expired a couple months ago, so I gotta get that together. And because I pulled it out, look at me making plans and getting shit together. So when I make the plan, I start pulling the shit out. So it's actually where I can see it now, and so that way I know I gotta go ahead and take care of that. And I done been places in the United States, like, literally, and it feels like to me like I gotta get out and touch it. So when I went to the Mojave Desert, I literally had to get out and take my shoes off and walk on the ground, because my feet had to touch that. And so that's the experience that I'm looking forward to. Like, my feet, literally my feet, because listen, it has to be that I gotta touch it. So that's what I wish to do. That's what I'm manifesting. And whoever I meet along the way, I meet, and whoever I don't meet along the way, I just don't, and it wasn't meant to be. And yeah, so yesterday I figured out something, like, out of the blue. It was like it almost hit me. I was working all day long yesterday on a computer, and then out of nowhere I got this idea, and I'm like, why did I not think of that already? So something else, some other stuff happening, like God basically giving me a tune-up right now. So I think part of why I was meant to sit still was because I needed a tune-up. And it was funny because part of my dream, but I think this was part of what happened before. So before I got to this, after I woke up, so this happened before the second part. That's what was happening in my dream. It was almost like being reprogrammed again. And I keep telling y'all that, like, I felt like somebody, and I don't know, this wasn't God, I could tell you fully that somebody was trying to connect to me in my dream state, but whatever they were trying to input, or like however they were trying to program me, ain't working. And now I can almost smell like certain people, because I can, like, that's still a thing. But something about whoever is trying to come into my energy, that's trying to tap into my energy that is not meant to be there, y'all smell burnt. It's almost like like when a computer chip or the motherboard goes up, it smells like that. Like y'all smell like burning metal. And yesterday, somebody was definitely, because now it used to smell like cigarettes. Like, and although it still has a hint of cigarettes, it smells like, so somebody's shit is definitely, y'all, whatever y'all are trying to do ain't working. So somebody was trying to, I forgot what y'all were trying to tell me, literally, because it just wasn't working. But in my dream, I could feel like I was annoyed with y'all. Because, please go sit down. Y'all people are nasty and disgusting. Y'all smell nasty and disgusting. And it's just weird because yesterday, I swear, it almost like took my breath away. Like, and why y'all smell like that? That's what I really wish that somebody that is connected to me would tell me, why do y'all smell like that? Because it's not the good smell that I get when I see the little one. It's not the good smell that I get when I see the others. It's only the smell that I get when I know it's something nasty and trying to like invade my energy, because it's almost like it takes my breath away. And it's like I gotta move away from the smell. Like, why do y'all smell like that? So y'all little demons don't smell good. Y'all smell like y'all system is on fire. And I don't like that. But either way, somebody, I forgot what y'all were trying to tell me though. Like, what the hell was y'all trying to tell me? Y'all was trying to reprogram me to think something else. Meanwhile, back at band camp, y'all already got kicked out of the energy. Y'all are already done. Like, God ain't even letting y'all nowhere close to me anymore. Like, I don't even know how y'all got that close to begin with. But that was my fault for trusting, you know, my past. And thank God, because also that was another thing. So another situation happened, and a person that they kept trying to keep away from me again, and now I'm trying to see, like, I now understand why they kept trying to keep the person away from me, because an incident happened the other day, and now I got to figure out, I'll be thinking that y'all people be trying to get me sent to jail. And see, that's one of the things that I can't do and I gotta stay away from, because then that would stop my plan for me to travel, because the only thing that could stop me from travel would be if I get locked up for fucking one of y'all up. And that's why I gotta stay away from y'all people, because y'all not peaceful. And the person, somebody called my phone the other day, or text my phone the other day, talking about when I'm free, can I talk? Yeah, I could talk, so I called the person back. Meanwhile, everybody that was involved, because again, I don't like the messy shit, and I don't like the he say, she say, so